now the first conference game, the Northeastern Conference. So we'll see how it goes. I think these two teams match up pretty good against one another.
They do, and they're both young. We're looking into Little Chute. They don't have any seniors, right?
They have two seniors.
Just two. So two young teams. And last year, it was a close game as well when they played last year. I remember that too.
Exactly. And two seniors on Little Chute, and then they also have one freshman and a couple of sophomores. And of course, we talked about Marinette with having three freshmen on the roster, two that start. So two very young teams going at it here on this Friday night in December. And you had a chance to talk with the head coach of the Marines, Nick Seminis, and we're going to hear at least a part of that. We got on a little later than we had hoped, but we'll hear part of the interview with Marinette Marines head basketball coach Nick Seminis here on Sports Radio 570.
Eric Bergstrom here with head coach of the Marinette Marines, Nick Seminis. So talk to me about your game against Peshtigo. What were some of the keys to that game?
Definitely, I think Peshtigo was a little bit more experienced, a little bit more mature than us. We came out, I think the big crowd got to us.
Right.
And, caught a few of our guys off guard, and we started really slow. And obviously, you put yourself in that kind of a hole, you're not going to have a chance to be very successful.
Yeah, that's right. Talking about getting in a hole like that, when you get down early like that, how hard is it to come all the way back? Because your guys really tried hard to do that, but it seems like it takes so much energy to come back that it's really hard to complete that.
Right, definitely. It's very difficult. We just kept preaching to them that it's a long game, especially this year with two less stops, and the game is actually longer. And,
right.
So our guys fought as hard as they could, but you were right. Fatigue definitely came into it, and I thought that our guys really wore down. And, every time we cut it to 8 or 10 or something, that, we just couldn't sustain it. And we really got hot, though, at some point.
Yeah.
But then, it's hard to sustain that level for that long.
It takes so much energy on the defensive side. You almost have to get a stop every time to come back from that big of a deficit.
Yeah, definitely. And that was the biggest thing, was getting stops, and putting stops together in a row. That was difficult for us. But when we did make our runs, that was what was happening. And I think that our team, is feeding off our offense, where we need to turn into a team that's going to feed off our defense.
Sure.
And, obviously defense is something we got to continue to work and get better at. And, I think that maybe our game at Gibraltar gave us a false sense of security as to how far we could get up the line on teams. And,
right.
Good teams that are a little bit more experienced than Gibraltar and us, really made us pay. And, Peshtigo definitely did that.
Well, let's talk about the offense for a second. As a coach, when a player gets hot like Jake Petzel did the other night, that was something to see against Peshtigo. Do you have to get flexible at that point and change the game plan, sort of?
Yeah, definitely. It's kind of just give it to him, let him go. Like I said, and I've been saying ever since I've known him, he's one of the best one-on-one players I've ever seen. Truly believe he can score on anyone that we're going to see this year when he gets going like that. Granted, he can be streaky being young. It's not something that's very consistent. But the other night, we were in a situation where, no one was making any shots.
Right.
And, we kind of just said, okay, Jake, you're bringing the ball up, and let's just go and see what happens. And he made things happen. I
noticed that he was bringing the ball up court after that, the start to the game. What prompted that, and will we see more of it?
Oh, yeah, definitely he will. He's someone who is, especially when teams take advantage of our smaller guards and kind of take them out of the game, he's someone that we know. I know he has the skills to bring the ball up the floor. I'd rather not always have to rely on that, so that way he doesn't have to, it's one thing less he doesn't have to worry about.
Right.
And but it's something he definitely has the ability to do, and going one-on-one or in the pick-and-roll situation with him handling the ball is usually going to be a wide-open shot for us somewhere.
Yeah. Having such a young team, do you feel like every moment is a learning experience, even through going through some of those bad stretches you had the other night, and do you think they'll pay off later in the season?
Oh, yeah, definitely. It's just our guys for most of them, it's just getting used to the speed, at least for the younger guys. And then for the older guys, it's just continuing to work on the stuff we've been harping on. I think that, like I said, it's just a speed that we haven't seen. Peshtigo played at a speed that we haven't been able to duplicate in practice. And, some of that stuff is stuff we can work on. Some of that stuff is adrenaline. But, it's something that it takes time to get used to. And even our older guys, who have been on the team for a couple of years, Connor Nelson and Nathan Paris, really, they're juniors this year who are just starting, so they're like half the way through their high school career.
Yeah.
It's something that takes years to learn, and some people pick it up quicker, but it's something that it takes time, and we'll get better at it as we go. And the defensive adjustments, we spent an hour yesterday in my room going over film and just looking at all the things. And, the thing I did notice was when our scoring was going, our defense did get better. And,
right.
We strung stops together. Now we got to find a way to string stops together even when our scoring isn't going, and that's the big thing.
Yeah, that's the real key. All right, here's a personal question. I found out that you're a big Kobe Bryant fan. Talk to me about his retirement and what he means to you, and what do you think made him so special as a player?
He's just always, as far as NBA basketball goes, he's always been my favorite player, at least for the last decade or so.
Yeah.
Skill-wise, I don't think there's anyone who's ever been close, maybe outside of like Michael Jordan. And I guess what Steph Curry is showing people nowadays is pretty amazing. But as far as that size and the levels of his ability to analyze the game and score from any place on the floor always was mesmerizing to me. I don't know. I just got caught up in him when he got big, and then it was just something that stuck with me. And he's always been an inspirational figure to me. Someone who fights through all the hard times. Obviously, he's had a lot of ups and downs in his career, personal life, and all sorts of things. And the way that he's able to approach the game is something that I always really respected, and I try to take with me to school and to my work and to everything that I do in life. Is that you may have people doubting you, things are not going well, but we're here, stay in the moment, and get better every day.
So what kind of things are you looking for this Friday for your team to improve on as you watch your team play?
Definitely defense. We don't want to give up 78 points again. That's the biggest thing. We're not going to be successful if we're trying to put up numbers of having to meet teams in the 70s. I do think the scores are going to be higher this year, just in general around the state. And I don't know exactly what that number is where we're going to pick. I still got to see a few more games before I can dictate a team goal as far as what we want to hold teams to.
Yeah.
In order to win. But holding people defensively, you're not going to win games if you can't stop people. I mean, we do have some scoring power, but we don't have that much scoring power that we can get into shootouts with teams.
Yeah, get to the 80s, right?
Yeah.
So you have Little Chute this Friday. Do you know if they have a lot of players coming back, and do you know much about this year's team?
As far as personnel and names, I don't know a ton. I have seen their first two games so far. Athletic team, I think they're a little bit younger, but they do have Little Chute. They're a Valley team. They have a lot of good athletes, very good football team, and that's really our biggest concern is dealing with the athleticism that they're going to have, and fighting through that and staying fundamental and staying true to who we are, and it should be a good game.
All right, Coach. Thanks again, and we'll see you Friday.
All right, sounds good.
Welcome back to Marinette High School, where we're just about ready to get underway with tonight's game. The Marinette Marines hosting the Little Chute Mustangs. You didn't know he was a big Kobe Bryant fan, did you, Kit?
Not until the interview. That's why you go with those in-depth interviews. I like that.
You got it.
Learn more about whether it's the coach or the players.
There you go. Tonight's starters for the visiting Little Chute Mustangs: 5'10" junior Devin Plate, a senior 6'2" Parker Gloudmans, a freshman actually. We were just talking about that. They have a freshman starting as well. 6'1" Noah Miller, and a junior 6'2" Sam Schomer. And rounding it out, a junior 6'1" Noah Knutson. For the Marinette Marines tonight starting, a guard 5'8" senior Garrett Walloway. At forward, a 6'1" junior Connor Nelson. At forward, a 6'3" junior Nathan Paris. And rounding it out, two freshmen, Jordan Wendt, 6'5", and Jake Petzel, 6'3". And we are ready to get going here. Jordan Wendt, he'll be tipping it off against Noah Miller, and here we go. The tip is up, and Marinette has the ball. Nate Paris comes away with it. He hands it off to Jake Petzel. Petzel to the right side. Passes it back to the left side to Connor Nelson. Quickly to Nate Paris. Garrett Walloway swings it to the left side to Nelson. Nelson gets it over too quickly to Jake Petzel at the three-point line on the left side. He goes to the baseline, pulls up, takes a shot, it rims out, no good. The rebound goes to Devin Plate, and here come the Mustangs. And they're traveling right to left on your Sports Radio 570 radio dial. Up top they go. Noah Knutson has it. To the right side, he gets it to Glaudmans. He pulls up, takes the shot, no good. Rebounded there by Jake Petzel. And here come the Marines. Petzel brings it up himself. Crosses the big purple block M. They get it to Paris, straight away three, no good. Rebounded by Jordan Wendt. The Marines keep the ball. A quick shot. Misses the hoop altogether. Nate Paris tries to save it, but he can't. It'll be Little Chute's ball with 16 minutes, 56 seconds left in the first half, and we're scoreless.
Yeah, both teams coming out just a little bit cold here in the first minute, but we're early in this game.
Very early, and here the Mustangs have the ball. Miller takes a three from the right side, no good. Nate Paris is there for the rebound for the Marines. Jake Petzel bringing it up. He goes to the right side, pulls up inside the three-point line and drains it. And there's two. 2-0, Marinette. Nice move there. The Mustangs bring it up quick. Plate has it, top of the key three-point line. He gets it to Knutson. Back to Plate on the left side. He drives baseline. Cut off by Nelson, but they do get it down low to Glaudmans, who puts it in from about 3 feet away. Nice interior pass. Marinette with the ball. Connor Nelson goes down low to Jordan Wendt. And we have a foul against Noah Miller, the freshman.
Yeah,
He went over the top, it looked like.
Freshman versus freshman. And when was the last time you saw two freshmen tip off to start a game?
Not very often.
That happened here tonight, and a foul on the freshman for the Mustangs.
Walloway tries to get it in, but it's kicked. Marinette will keep the ball. The game is tied 2-2 with 16 minutes, 3 seconds left in the first half. Huge crowd here tonight. Not many seats on the Marinette side whatsoever.
Yeah, great to see.
It is amazing to see. They get it in to Nelson on the right side. Nelson tries to go to Petzel, gets tipped away. Knocked out of bounds. Marinette will keep the ball.
And Little Chute looking pretty feisty on defense out of the gate here, really making Marinette work for everything.
You can tell they know where the ball's going because they're all over Petzel every time they try to throw it to him.
Word spreads fast, doesn't it?
Sure does. Especially with this social media thing that I've heard about. Marinette with the ball. Nate Paris has it. Off to the left side, a deep three. No good from Petzel, and here comes Plate for the Mustangs. He gets it to Noah Miller. Plate takes it himself from three. Lefty misses it. Petzel, beautiful pass all the way up. What a pass. All the way up to Connor Nelson. Nelson's fouled. He'll shoot two. He couldn't get it to go down, but a length of the floor bounce pass from Petzel.
Yeah, making your teammates, getting them involved in the action, that's what you love to see, too.
So Connor Nelson will step to the free throw line with 15 minutes, 30 seconds left in the first half. We're tied 2-2. The first free throw is no good. I was telling you earlier, they had troubles at the free throw line against Peshtigo as well. They missed a lot of free throws.
You got to make hay there when you can, and off to a cold start so far.
Let's see if Connor can rectify that situation. Puts it up, no good. Rebounded by Noah Knutson, and the Mustangs have the ball. We're tied 2-2. Plate on the right side, kicks it outside to Knutson, to Glaudmans, to Stevens, and back to Plate. Plate gets it to Knutson, who takes a three, and he drains it. It's now Little Chute 5, Marinette 2. 15 minutes left in the first half. Petzel has it on the left side, drives into the paint, pulls up, shoots. No good, but we do have a foul.
We'll see if he was in the act.
It looked like it was before to me. I don't know what they're going to call, but
that's what I thought too.
It's not the NBA, is it? They don't give you 6 steps after you get fouled. It's a non-shooting foul. That's the third team foul against Little Chute. Marinette gets it into Wendt, up top to Connor Nelson, and they get it to Walloway, who swings it to the right side to Nate Paris at the three-point line. He gets it to Walloway, and they reverse it to Connor Nelson on the left side. Nelson goes down low to Wendt on the left block. Wendt, turnaround, right-handed hook, off glass and in.
Well, that was pretty. Nice,
another freshman.
Yeah, nice work. And like I said, off the glass, a little baby hook by the freshman Wendt.
Plate comes right back for the Mustangs. Three-point shot from Miller, no good. Rebounded by Petzel. And we have another foul. That's the 4th team foul against the Mustangs, and Petzel has 3 rebounds already. 14 minutes, 22 seconds left in the first half.
Yeah, Marinette has 5 rebounds total, 4 defensive boards, 1 offensive rebound, and like you said, Jake Petzel with 3 of those 5.
Walloway brings it up, crosses the big purple block M. To the right side they go to Wendt. He takes the 3. It's up, no good. A little short, rebounded there by Glaudmans, and here he comes. He takes it himself, pulls up inside the free throw line, and he gets it to rattle home. He's got 4. And the score is now Little Chute 7, Marinette 4. Garrett Walloway up the court to the left side, gets a screen from Petzel, goes to the right side, and he gets it to Petzel on the right block, throws it to Wendt. Wendt into the lane, a little airtime scoop shot, no good, but he is fouled.
That was great body control by Wendt as he took it right down the boulevard. He kind of had to just maneuver his way around the defender to avoid the offensive foul. Did a great job of doing that, plus he drew the foul.
How about these freshmen? It's nice to have the options. Last game it was Petzel being aggressive, now it's Wendt being aggressive. The first free throw is good. That gives Wendt 3 points tonight.
Now, the more options you have, whether it's freshman, sophomore, junior, or senior, it's going to help everybody.
Sure does. Jordan Wendt awaits the second free throw. He eyes it up, and he lets it go. And it's good. You like to see that. He's got 4 points, 1 rebound. The score is now Little Chute 7, Marinette 6. Glaudmans brings it up, and they reverse it to the left side to Noah Miller. Miller gets it to Diedrich, who takes a 3, no good, and here come the Marines. Connor Nelson up the court on the left side. He decides to pull it out. Jake Petzel thought about the long 3. Instead, he drives to the hole. Triple team, no foul. The Mustangs, somehow they block that. It looked like he was going to get fouled, but they block it. We have a timeout on the floor. I want to mention tonight's broadcast is brought to you by North Motorsports, the area's only full-line dealer of Honda, Can-Am, Sea-Doo, Ski-Doo, and Snapper outdoor products. From their friendly sales staff to their certified service technicians, they've got you covered. Visit North Motorsports at 3711 10th Street in Menominee or give them a call at 906-863-5592. Also, Kane Chevrolet, driving the game and Kit and I to you is the #1 truck destination north of Green Bay. Kane Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, O'Connell, and Marinette.
And by the way, Little Chute coached by Mickey Martin. He called that time out there. And like we said, we had a chance to see this club a year ago, and there was a nice tight game between the Marines and the Mustangs. And this one starting off, it could be another tight one here.
It's looking that way. And here come the Mustangs with the ball. Devin Plate has it on the right side at the three-point line, guarded by Walloway. Marinette running the zone. Plate into the paint, kicks it out to Glaudmans, who takes it to the hole and puts it in. He got up high on that one. He put it off glass. And he has 6.
They took it along the baseline with authority, too.
Sure did. Garrett Walloway into the paint, kicks it out. Nate Paris takes the shot, no good. Rebounded by Noah Miller, and here come the Mustangs, traveling right to left on your Sports Radio 570 radio dial. Devin Plate directing traffic at the top of the key, guarded by Connor Nelson. Petzel steps out to help. They give it off to Miller. Miller drives baseline, pulls up, and we have a foul. It's going to go against Walloway, and that's Marinette's first. With 12 minutes, 27 seconds left in the first half, Marinette trails 9-6.
Must have been just a little bit of body by Garrett. There wasn't a whole lot there, but enough that the referee called it.
Not too much. The Mustangs get it in. They get it to Noah Miller. Now it's up top to Diedrich. Diedrich drives right side, guarded by Petzel. They have it at the three-point line. Corey Diedrich, he takes the 3, no good. Fight for the rebound. Garrett Walloway has it. Here comes the Marines. Walloway at the top of the key, three-point line. To the right side he goes. Wendt has it. Turnaround on the right baseline, puts it up, no good. Just missed it, and here come the Mustangs. Glaudmans with the rebound. He gets it to Plate. Plate dribbles all the way to the left side, and then back to Miller. Miller off glass, no good. Fight for the rebound, and Went comes away with it. And here come the Marines. Jordan Went, top of the key. He gets it to Miller. Takes the shot, no good. Corey Diedrich with the rebound. Devin Plate brings it up. He gets it to Diedrich on the left side. Over to Noah Miller at the top of the key, guarded by Garrett Walloway. Sawyer Huss gets it down low to Miller, who puts it up and in. Marinette wants a timeout. Kit and I will take one too, and we'll be right back on Sports Radio 570.
Looking for a credit union that truly cares about you and the community you live in? Then you ought to stop and see the folks at Bayshore Credit Union. Membership is open to anyone living or working in Marinette, Menominee, and Ocado counties. Whether it's everyday banking, a new auto loan, new mortgage, even a consolidation loan, they can help. And it's never too early to start establishing good credit. Bayshore Credit Union, located at 1514 Cleveland Avenue, Marinette. They're looking forward to meeting you.
All right, welcome back to Marinette High School, where the Marines find themselves trailing with 11 minutes, 9 seconds left in the first half, 11-6.
And Coach Seminis won the timeout as Sawyer Haas got that last bucket way too easy. He was right down underneath the basket. They got it to him for a bunny. And right now, Little Chute, 4 out of 6 from twos, and they're getting some pretty good looks. They're struggling from beyond the arc, just 1 out of 6. But inside the arc, especially inside the paint, they're kind of cleaning up right now, and they got the 5-point lead. And Marinette's struggling on the offensive end, trying to get any rhythm right now.
That's right. Against Peshtigo, they had trouble with the cuts to the basket as well, and that's what they're having trouble with tonight too on the defensive side. James Jagelski into the game. He brings it up. Noah Miller on the right side has it. Matt Wagner is in the game. He gets it down low to Petzel. Petzel from 4 feet away. Up and in. Jake Petzel has 4 points tonight to go along with 3 rebounds, and the score's 11-8 now. Gloudmans comes right back all the way to the hoop, and they call a foul on the way, non-shooting foul. So the Mustangs will inbound underneath the basket with 10 minutes, 47 seconds left in the first half. Gloudmans looks to get it in, and he does, to Chase Jansen on the left side of the court. Up top he goes to Noah Miller. Devin Plate into the paint. He hands it off. And there's the shot. And it's in by Chase Jansen. 3-point shot.
Yeah, just off the bench by Chase Jansen. Instant offense, huh?
That's right. Marinette coming right back. Went into the paint. Turnaround, puts it up, and puts it in. Jordan Went with 6 points tonight. As 14-10, Mustangs lead. Devin Plate with a quick 3, and he drains it. Fast-paced game. The Mustangs lead 17-10 now. James Jagelski brings it up. Gets it to the right side to Noah Miller. To Matt Wagner at the top of the key 3-point line. Wagner goes right back to Miller. To Petzel, who takes the 3. No good. Rebounded by Chase Jansen. And here come the Mustangs traveling right to left on your Sports Radio 570 radio dial. To the hoop goes Noah Miller, and we have a foul against Marinette. That's their 3rd team foul. And he is going to be shooting. 2, they say. It was a shooting foul.
Yeah, let's see who they called that on.
Petzel.
It's on Petzel, okay.
That's his first. So at the line, Noah Miller for Little Chute. First free throw is up, and the first free throw is good. So Little Chute now leads 18-10 with 9 minutes, 40 seconds left in the first half. Petzel takes a seat on the bench. Right now for the Marines, we have Jagelski, Wagner, Paris, Went, and Connor Nelson. The second free throw is up, and the second free throw is good. The score is now Little Chute 19, Marinette 10.
A little bit of pressure now being applied by the Mustangs. We'll see how the Marines handle this.
Connor Nelson to inbound. He gets it into Matt Wagner. Wagner right back to Connor Nelson, who's going to bring it up. He gets past the defender, kicks it out to Jagelski, over to Wagner, into the paint. And we have a foul against Little Chute. That's their 6th team foul. There's not much spacing right now for Marinette on the offensive side.
Not at all, and the Mustangs playing some stingy defense. What's amazing, too, is we're almost halfway through this first half, and no turnovers in this game by either team so far.
Jordan Wendt tried to get the shot up, but it was blocked. Little Chute has the ball. The crowd wanted to travel. They didn't get it. Chase Jansen on the right side of the court at the three-point line. He gets it to Miller. Miller drives into the paint, kicks it out to Jansen. Looks like Jansen really likes to shoot that three, always looking for it. Noah Miller has it now, top of the key, three-point line, throws it to the left side. There's Jansen into the paint, guarded by Paris. Out to Jansen. And they get it over to Stevens. Stevens, 6'5". Throws it to the right side. Chase Jansen goes out to Miller for a three. No good. Jordan Wendt with the rebound. That's his 3rd rebound. Marinette comes right back with a three of their own and no good. Matt Wagner tried that from the left side. Couldn't get it to go. Rebounded by Glaudmans. He gets it to Jansen. Back to Glaudmans. Right corner three-point line. They reverse it to the left side. Down low to Jansen. They kick it out to Miller, who takes a three, and it's good.
Well, that Miller's a good-looking freshman, huh?
He sure is. And they have a lot of spacing on their offense. 22-10 now. Little Chute with the lead with 8 minutes, 10 seconds left in the first half. Nate Paris into the paint, goes to the hoop, and he is rejected out of bounds. Marinette will keep the ball. Jake Petzel comes back into this game. And Connor Nelson will take a seat. Actually, Jordan Wendt's going to come out. Connor Nelson comes right back in. James Jagelski to inbound for the Marines. Marinette looking for something to get going. Connor Nelson, nice inbounds pass from Juice to Connor Nelson. Up and in. That's what they needed. It's now Little Chute 22, Marinette 12. 7 minutes, 50 seconds left in the first half. Glaudmans goes to the right side, kicks it out to Miller for another three, no good. Nate Paris comes down with the rebound. Marinette trying to get back into this game. They're down 10. Matt Wagner goes down low to Petzel. Petzel loses the handle. Fight for it on the ground. Little Chute had it, but there's Jagelski. Gets it right back to Petzel. Into the paint. Spins, puts it up, and they call a travel against Jake Petzel. Turnover Marinette, and Little Chute takes over.
From no turnovers to all of a sudden a three in a span of about 15 seconds there. 2 by the Marines and 1 by Little Chute. And the Marines only down by 10 here, but they gotta clamp down on the defensive end here.
They sure do. There are a lot of open looks right now for the Mustangs.
Mustangs have pretty quick release.
They do. And Devin Plate has it right now. He drives into the paint, loses the ball out of bounds. They say it's off Marinette, so Little Chute will keep the ball. They like to drive into the paint and kick it, which a lot of teams like to do that, but they seem to be finding space. They get it in, top of the key to Devin Plate. Marinette almost had the steal. Connor Nelson read it, just missed it. Plate has it, top of the key, guarded by James Jagelski. Over to Miller, down low they go to Diedrich. Back to Miller for another three, and it's in. Miller has 8 points tonight. Marinette wants a timeout with 6 minutes, 50 seconds left in the first half. We'll take a timeout as well. Marinette trails 25-12. We'll be right back on Sports Radio 570.
Kim Barrett and all the staff of Tri-City Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine of Marinette are committed to get you back to your quality of life. Tri-City Physical Therapy has been in business for over 25 years and specialize in the treatment of shoulder, knee, and back, as well as general physical therapy. Let them help you overcome pain after an injury or disease. Tri-City Therapy and Sports can provide you with the most skilled and personalized rehabilitation treatment plan possible to help you get back on track. Tri-City Physical Therapy and Sports Medicine at 602 Wells Street in Marinette.
Welcome back to Marinette High School, where Marinette finds themselves trailing right now 25-12.
And right now Marinette down 15-0 from beyond the arc, as Little Chute is 5 for 12 from three-point land, and Marinette is 0 for 5. So that's a huge difference in this ball game early on. And the freshman Miller for Little Chute, he's been awfully impressive. What, a couple of trifectas already.
Right, exactly right. And you're talking about three-pointers. Marinette hasn't had any open looks really tonight. The few they've shot were contested.
And really any of their looks, outside of the inbounds play where they got the easy layup, everything's been awfully tough.
We are back in action here. Connor Nelson looks to inbound, and he does, to James Jagelski. And here come the Marines traveling left to right on your sports radio, 570 radio dial. Top of the key, Nate Harris has it. He goes to the right side to Connor Nelson, to the hoop, tries to get it off, and it's blocked by the 6'5" Keenan Stevens. He was there waiting. And the Mustangs have the ball. Gloudmans to the baseline, double teamed. And here comes Marinette. Petzel rips it away, takes it himself, down the paint, off glass, and in lefty, and you can count it. Wow. That's 2, looking for 3 for JP, Jake Petzel.
Yeah, coast to coast goes Petzel after the steal, and then he knifed his way through a couple of Little Chute Mustang defenders and got it to go, plus drawing the foul, and maybe that's the spark to need right there.
Definitely right, and you got the fist pump going, so maybe we can get him hot like the other night. Get him going on a streak, as well as the rest of the team, too.
Yeah, so the Marines just 5 out of 15, but they have a chance to get it down to 10 right now.
Petzel lets the free throw go. It rims out, no good. But like Coach said, he wants the offense to come from the defense, and that's what happened right there. Little Chute has the ball. Gloudmans, guarded by Connor Nelson, goes to the right side, kicks it out for Miller for 3, and it's good. He's got 11. You cannot give him any open look, it looks like.
He is in a zone right now.
Marinette comes up court quickly. Garrett Walloway throws to the right side. It's knocked out of bounds, but Marinette will keep the ball. They trail 28-14.
And mainly due to Miller.
That's right. He's got 11 of the 28. There's 5 minutes, 53 seconds left in the first half. On the inbounds, it's knocked out of bounds, but Marinette will keep it. Garrett Walloway to inbound. Slaps the ball. Gets it in quickly to Petzel, off glass, and it's in. That gives Petzel 8 to go along with 3 rebounds. Miller into the paint, all the way, puts it up. Boy, he is an aggressive player, not just a three-point shooter. Fouled on the way to the hoop, and they say it's a shooting foul, so he will step to the line. That was a really aggressive move by him.
Like you said, he's looking good from three-point land, but also he has the full arsenal.
Seems to be that way. Free throw is up, and the free throw is good. He's got 12 points and 1 rebound. Into the game for Marinette, Noah Miller taking a seat, Matt Wagner. Be nice to see Matt Wagner get some open looks.
Yeah, he can knock him down.
Second free throw's up, no good, but the Mustangs get the offensive rebound and put it in. Parker Gloudmans was not boxed out, and he got the rebound and put it in. Petzel makes a move, and he was fouled. That's the 7th team foul against Little Chute.
By the way, that was Little Chute's first offensive rebound of the ball game, and they came at an inopportune time for the Marinette Marines.
Definitely right. Jake Petzel steps to the line. 5 minutes, 24 seconds left in the first half. First free throw's up, no good. He goes after his own rebound. He got it, but they say he stepped on the line. So it will be Mustangs ball with 5 minutes, 23 seconds left in the first half. They lead 31-16.
If the Marines want to chip away, one way is at the free throw line, but just 2 out of 6, and they're in the bonus, almost a double bonus. They got to start knocking those down.
The Mustangs bring it up. Diedrich has it, left side, down low, he goes to plate, he's wide open, and he puts it in off glass. Nice cut to the hoop, and he was wide open.
Yeah, Little Chute 6 out of 8 from twos, and no wonder they're getting, like you said, wide open looks.
33-16. Went takes a 3 from the right side, and it's in. That's 3 for Marinette. Jordan Went has 9. 33-19, the Mustangs lead. Devin Plate goes into the paint, kicks it out to Diedrich. Down low they go to Huss. Huss loses it. Petzel has the ball, and Petzel calls a timeout. Smart play there.
It was because he was kind of in a tough situation there where he was going down on one knee, and the ref, one of the refs was right in front of him, so why not call the timeout?
Exactly right, and I think one of the Mustangs was on his leg, so I don't think he didn't have anywhere to go.
It had to be a bit uncomfortable.
Just a bit. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by North Motorsports, the area's only full-line dealer of Honda, Can-Am, Ski-Doo, Sea-Doo, and Snapper outdoor products. From their friendly sales staff to their certified service technicians, they've got you covered. Visit North Motorsports at 3711 10th Street in Menominee, or give them a call at 906-863-5592. And we are back underway. We have the 2 freshmen inbounding for Marinette. Matt Wagner is on the bench, but Jordan Went inbounds to Jake Petzel, and Petzel brings it up, crosses the big purple block M at the top of the key 3-point line. Drives to the right side, fakes the pass, puts it up, and puts it in. And that gives Petzel 10 points tonight. Good aggressive move.
That's a great little ball fake there.
Miller with a long 3, no good. Garrett Walloway with the rebound. Here comes Marinette, only down 12 now. Let's see if they can get on a run. Petzel makes one man miss, kicks it out to Miller, back to Walloway, top of the key. Down low they go on the right block to Jordan Went. Went turns, kicks it out. Connor Nelson in the paint, back to Went. Went moves to the hoop, off glass, no good. Fight for the rebound, and it goes to the Mustangs. Sawyer Huss comes away with it. Miller, down low he goes. Tried to force it, he loses the ball to Marinette. Jordan Went comes away with it. Here comes Walloway. On the left side, he's cut off on his way to the hoop, loses the ball, fight on the floor for it, goes out of bounds. Let's see who they give it to. And they say it's Marinette's ball. With 3 minutes, 27 seconds left in the first half. The Marines trying to make a little bit of a run here.
Yeah, just chip away, hopefully get it down to single digits by halftime.
Petzel loses the handle, turnover Marinette. Here comes Miller, all the way to the hoop. Oh, they call a block. I thought they were going to call a charge, but no dice there.
Yeah, that was close.
Maybe they were saying it was too far underneath the basket, maybe. It looked like Nelson had his spot. But Miller steps to the free throw line. First free throw's up, and it's no good. It rims out. Boy, the way he shoots, I was expecting that one to go in. I don't expect him to miss a free throw.
Yeah, he hasn't missed much of anything so far here tonight.
Second free throw is up, and it's no good as well. Marinette fights for the rebound. They get it. Jordan Went with his 4th rebound. Little Chute on a little bit of a dry spell right now, and Marinette tries to force one down low to Petzel. Can't do it. Connor Nelson gets back on defense, tries to get the ball back, can't. The Mustangs take the shot, no good. Glaudmans can't make it. Jordan Went with another rebound, and Petzel gets the ball, and he brings it up. Takes a 3, a deep 3, no good. Fight for the rebound. Went's on the floor. The Mustangs have the ball, but Jordan Went comes away and steals it right back. Gives it to Petzel. Petzel up. Puts it up. No good. A little bit wild right now by both teams. Here come the Mustangs. Cross court to Glaudmans. Goes into the paint. Kicks it out to Miller. Miller steps inside the 3-point line. And we have a timeout on the floor as Little Chute's coach is not happy whatsoever.
They've been stuck at 33 for a while, but Marinette's not really chipping away because Marinette, I think they may got a couple of points, but still a 12-point deficit.
12 points, and like you said, I don't think Little Chute, they haven't scored in a long time.
They have been stuck at 33 for a while here, and Coach Seminus talking to his team, of course, as well. And like I said before, just they try to chip it down to, you're down by 12, get it into single digits, you'll just feel better about yourself. Say it's a 8 or 7 point deficit, and it's a long game. I mean, every game is the games are 4 minutes longer now.
That's right, and you can tell this crowd is waiting to erupt right now, so they just need a reason. And they started to go on a little bit of a run there, and then it got a little bit chaotic with a lot of turnovers and back and forth with neither team scoring. So we'll see what happens here.
And the Marines need to recognize where Miller is, the freshman who's been shooting lights out for Little Chute, know where he is, and when he gets the ball even beyond the arc, you gotta step back and be in his face, because he's hit about at least 2 or 3. Is it 3 threes so far?
3. Yep, 3 in a row actually. All right, Parker Glaudmans gets ready to inbound for the Mustangs, and he does. Devin Plate has the ball, top of the key, 3-point line. Marinette is in a zone right now. Outside they go. Parker Glaudmans goes high into the paint and puts it off glass in, and he's fouled.
That was just great passing, too. You talked about spacing or lack of spacing for the Marines earlier. That was great spacing there by Little Chute, and a great cut and finish by Glausman.
He can really jump, eh? He really got up on that one. Glaudmans eyes up the free throw. He lets it go, and it's good. He's got 11 points tonight. And Little Chute leads 36-21 with 2 minutes, 13 seconds left in the first half.
And up by 15 on the strength of 70% shooting from inside the arc, 7 out of 10.
Jordan Wendt has it on the right side. Gets it to Petzel, long 3. No good off the front iron. Rebounded by Devin Plate. Glaudmans brings it up. He's guarded by Connor Nelson. Marinette back to man-to-man. Diedrich has it. Over to Plate on the left side. He gets it to Jansen. Jansen throws it to Glaudmans. They reverse to the left side. Diedrich down low. He goes to Plate. Plate rejected out of bounds by Jordan Wendt. Wendt's had a nice game today.
He really has on both ends of the court.
9 points, 5 rebounds, and some good defense by the freshman. The Mustangs go down low to Glaudmans. There's a fight for it on the floor as he lost the handle. And we have a tie-up. Possession arrow goes to the Mustangs, so they'll keep it with 1 minute, 27 seconds left in the first half. They lead 36-21. Glaudmans gets it in. To Plate, right back to Glaudmans on the left side. Fakes the 3, goes into the paint. Loses the handle. Plate gets it. He drives into the paint, puts it up, and he's rejected. And here comes Marinette. Garrett Walloway brings it up. To Wendt on the right side, takes the 3. Good. That's 3 for Marinette and 3 for Jordan Wendt. He's got 12, and Marinette is back within 12. We're under a minute, 57 seconds left in the first half. Little Chute, 36, Marinette, 24. Parker Glaudmans throws it to Sawyer Huss. Over to Jansen, wide open 3, and he misses it. Jake Petzel with the rebound. Petzel all the way up court to Wendt. The defense gets back to Walloway in the right corner at the 3-point line. Walloway pulls it out. Resets the offense. We have 30 seconds left in the first half. Walloway gets it to Wendt on the right side. Over to Petzel. Petzel thought about the 3. Instead, he goes into the paint. Kicks it out to Nelson. Back to Petzel. There's 18 seconds left, and Petzel takes a step back. They're going to play for the last shot. He gets a screen from Wendt. Goes to the right side. Spins. What a move. Off glass and in. Oh, they say he traveled on the spin.
I think that was a pretty good call, actually. One extra step there by Jake Petzel. It looked pretty, but one little baby step.
I don't think that counts, does it, pretty?
No.
7 seconds left in the first half. Little Chute has the ball, and they have the lead, 36-24. They get it in to Devin Plate. 5 seconds left. Miller has it. Takes a shot just inside half court. Misses. Petzel has it. And that is how the half will end. You heard the crowd moan right there. Petzel got the rebound and threw it full length. I think it was after the buzzer went. And it was somewhat close. That's where the moan and groan came from. So at halftime, Marinette leads 36-24.
And here at the half, we're going to kick things off with an interview that Eric conducted actually earlier today.
Yeah, I like that, conducted.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Yeah.
And it was with Connor Nelson of the Marinette Marines. Of course, you had a chance to chat with Connor when he played football earlier this year. And now let's hear what he has to say about basketball. Here's Eric talking with Connor Nelson here on Sports Radio 570.
Eric Bergstrom here with Connor Nelson of the Marinette Marines. What have you guys been working on in practice this week?
Going over a lot of defensive stuff this week. I mean, we struggled on Tuesday, so got to get all that straightened out. We know we can score, so we just got to work on playing the defense now.
In the game against Peshtigo, you got down early. With such a young team, do you see yourself as someone who can help the younger guys get through those kind of rough spots?
Oh, definitely. I mean, I was there last year. We were in a lot of tough spots last year, and I think that experience, along with Garrett, and even though Madison's not playing, I think we do a good job of keeping the kids calm and keeping them under control, even in tough situations like that.
When a teammate gets on a roll like Jake Petzel the other night, how does the game plan change at that point? Have you ever seen anyone get hot like that?
Well, when I went down to their state last year when they were playing, I watched them play a couple games, and I've seen him hot like that. So once he starts shooting like that, I mean, we just get him the ball and get out of the way because we know that he's our best weapon on offense, and he really helps us out in the game. I mean, he's the best player we got. So when he gets hot like that, it's just really fun to watch and participate in.
He was taking shots 3 or 4 feet behind the three-point line and making them. When are we going to start to see you start to do stuff like that?
Oh, I don't know about that. I mean, I'll leave that job to him.
Okay.
That's what he's good at. So I'll let him take the long threes.
Gotcha. What is it like? I was at the game in Peshtigo, and it was really loud and hostile. What is it like to play in an environment like that on the road?
Oh, it was rough. I mean, even in Peshtigo, I mean, they have such a small gym, and there were so many people there. And we're just trying to get up and down the court, and then, you know, they went up 16-0, and it was just loud in there. We were calling timeouts, and it's just tough. You can't get to plays all because no one can hear you, and you can't hear coach on the bench, and it just causes a lot of problems for you.
It just sure does, yeah. Even for me, too. I couldn't hear myself even talk at all, so.
Yeah, I can't hear yourself think or anything.
Exactly right. So you do a lot of the dirty work on the court for your team, really hustling. How do you think your football background plays into that?
Oh, I think it's a big thing. I mean, in football, I mean, you're always on the ground, and I hear people tell me after basketball games that they think I was on the ground more than I was on my feet. No, I must be doing a decent job of that. So I think football definitely helps out with that.
When you think about football and basketball, what do you think are some of the similarities between playing those team sports and maybe some of the differences as well?
Well, the obvious differences are it's not as much of a contact sport. I mean, you're not going head-to-head with the big guys every single play. But, you know, when in the course of the game, I mean, in football you can go on runs. You can have a bad stretch, a good stretch. Basketball is the same way. And they're both team sports. I mean, it takes more than just one guy for the team to be successful. So I think those are two big similarities between these two sports.
One of the really cool things that I've noticed this year going on around town is there seems to be a lot of excitement about your team this year, the Marines basketball team. Do you as a player and the rest of your team feel that excitement as you start this year?
Oh, definitely. I mean, we've set our expectations pretty high. We know that we can be a pretty special team, and it's nice to see the support that we have from the town this year because the past couple of years have been pretty rough. So it's just definitely an excitement that grows within the team as the season hopefully goes on here.
Right. So let's talk about your head coach. I heard that he's a huge Kobe Bryant fan. So what was practice like when he found out he was retiring? Was he upset?
It wasn't Coach Stebbins as bad, but Coach Bell was devastated. I mean, he was telling us all these stories about how he was reading Kobe's letter to the fan base, and he started crying and stuff.
Come on.
And we just had a big good joke about it because, you know, us younger kids, we're not really in touch with Kobe Bryant. We didn't really see him play in his prime,
right.
So we like to jab at him a little bit with it.
Very nice. So how do you feel going into tonight's game?
Pretty confident. We know the game plan. We know what we can do, what we're capable of. We just can't let starts like Tuesday night happen or Monday night happen again. Can't spot a team 16 points and then expect to win the game. So just got to come out, play hard, and I think we got a pretty good chance.
All right. Well, Connor, thanks a lot again, and good luck tonight.
All right. Thank you, Eric.
All right, welcome back to Marinette High School, and a big thank you to Connor Nelson for giving me some time. We just did that a couple of hours ago, actually. I think he just got out of school and gave me a call, so big thank you to him to fit me in, you know, so the fans can hear what he had to say.
Exactly. A well-spoken young man, and And tell you, this team down by 12 right now, but we'll see what happens in the second half. I mean, it's a longer game now, and some adjustments to be made. Mainly, I would imagine, trying to put the clamps on Miller for Little Chute. He's been really carrying them here in this first half.
He sure has. And on the offensive side, just something I've seen, I think they just need to slow down. I know they're trying to get it to Petzel and even Went to a certain extent too, but they're collapsing on Petzel every time he goes into the paint, so maybe Marinette uses that to their advantage and starts kicking him out to Wallaway and Nelson, because they haven't really had any shots tonight, I don't think.
You're exactly right. I don't think Connor attempted one shot.
That's right, he went to the hoop that one time.
But I know Garrett Wallaway hasn't attempted a shot, and I think Matt Wagner off the bench showed 1-3, and that was it. So somebody has got to pick up the slack. If you got an opening, you got to find that person who can hopefully take advantage of that.
That's right. And right now we'll go through some halftime stats. We'll start with Little Chute. We have Devin Plate, the point guard, has 5 points and 3 rebounds tonight. Parker Glaudmans has 11 points and 2 rebounds. Chase Jansen has 3 points on 1 3-pointer tonight with 1 rebound. And Noah Miller, the freshman, leads the way with 12 points, 1 rebound. Sawyer Huss has 2 points and 1 rebound. And Noah Knutson has 3 points and 1 rebound. For the Marinette Marines tonight, only three players have actually scored for the Marines tonight. Connor Nelson has 2 points. Jordan Wendt has 12 points and 5 rebounds. And Jake Petzel has 10 points and 5 rebounds as well. Right now I'll send it over to Kit, and he's got some other stats for you.
Yeah, such as shooting percentages, and for Marinette, cold in the first half overall, as the Marines were 8 out of 19 from twos, and only 2 out of 9 from beyond the arc, for 10 out of 28, and just 2 out of 6 at the free throw line. And Little Chute shot very well, 7 out of 12 from a 2-point range, and 6 out of 16 from beyond the arc, for a total of 13 out of 28. So that's almost 50%. And so both teams attempted 28 shots unofficially, and 13 makes for Little Chute compared to 10 for Marinette. But the Mustangs had 4 more 3-pointers than the Marines, and also they got to the free throw line just a little bit more. They were 4 out of 7, and again Marinette 2 out of 6 at the free throw line. As far as rebounding goes, the Marines 13 on the defensive side, 1 offensive board for 14. Little Chute with 15 defensive boards and 1 offensive rebound. So both teams doing a good job boxing out, and only 1 offensive rebound by both teams, and then 6 turnovers by Marinette and 4 committed by Little Chute. So pretty clean game in that regard. I guess one of the things that would concern me right now is that you mentioned only 3 players have scored for Marinette, and 2 of the 3 freshmen there with Petzel and Wendt combining for 22 of the 24 points. And I know Coach Seminis would like more balance and some other players to chip in. And we don't have the breakdown of shot attempts, but Wendt and Petzel probably have attempted probably 90% of the shots here tonight, and if they got the looks, take them, but you'd like to get a little more balance.
That's right, and I don't know if you see it this way, but looking at this game, the difference between the 2 teams, it seems like Little Chute is running their offense and getting most of their shots off of the offense the way it runs, and doesn't it seem like Marinette, most of their shots are coming off one-on-one moves? That's what it seems like to me as you're watching this game. It doesn't seem like they're getting a lot of offense at all through what they're trying to run. It seems like they get stuck in a certain part of the court, and then it turns into a one-on-one move, which those players have one-on-one moves, but you don't want to rely on that all the time, though.
Right, you're right. As far as that goes, the Marines have posted up Jordan Wendt quite a few times in the first half. He had some success, and plus he only knocked down at least 1 triple. But you're right, though. With Little Chute, on the other hand, they've had great ball movement, rotating the basketball very nicely, and getting some good looks. And you're exactly right. We don't keep track of the assists because we can't do everything up here. But
are you sure?
That would be hard to do.
We'll have to hire somebody.
Yeah, but I would venture to say that the Mustangs probably have on their made baskets. They've had a total of 13 baskets. I'm not sure how many of those were assisted, but probably quite a few.
Quite a few, because it seems like all of their offense comes off of motion, doesn't it? It seems like it.
Exactly, and they got a quick release. Like a couple of shooters who have a very quick release, especially when they get the ball beyond the arc. They'll jack it up in a hurry, and as a player, you got to be aware of that and get in their face.
That's right.
Get in their grill.
Nicely said. All right, we are underway, and Marinette has the ball. Jake Petzel brings it up, and Marinette's traveling right to left this time on your Sports Radio 570 radio dial. Petzel has the ball, had it knocked away, but he gets it right back. Into the paint he goes. He rises up, lets it go, and it's in. That's 2 for Jake Petzel and Marinette.
There's that one-on-one you were talking about, but hey, it worked.
Sure did. It always helps when you can rise up like that. The Mustangs have the ball. Devin Plate gets it out quickly for a 3 from Knutson. No good. Nate Paris with the rebound. Just what you wanted if you're a Marines fan. Jake Petzel has the ball. He dribbles to the left side, down low to his fellow freshman, Jordan Wentz. Nice move, lefty. How about that off glass?
That was pretty, and boy, Petzel got him in great position right on the block as Wentz was set up really low and got it in great position where he could go to work.
Loudmans has it. Dribbles to the right side. Kicks it out. Devin Plate for 3. No good. Marinette almost had it, but it goes off their hands, out of bounds. That's too bad.
Yeah, tough break right there. And Little Chute comes out jacking up a couple of threes, and they had 2 good looks, too. They just didn't knock him down.
Not quite as patient as they were in the first half so far. They get it in, and Miller has it, and he throws it to the left side to Knutson. He's guarded by Petzel. Over to Gloudmans, to the hoop. Has it knocked out of bounds, or did they call a foul?
I think a foul.
They did.
The question is, was it in the act? We'll find out here.
It didn't look like it to me, but that's what they're calling. Looks like he's going to shoot 2 with 16 minutes, 41 seconds left in the second half. Marinette trails 36-28. Parker Gloudmans lets the first one go, and it's good. He's got 12. He eyes up the second free throw. Lets it go. No good. But they get the rebound. Miller is there, and he puts it in. It just fell right in his lap. And now on the inbounds, Marinette turns the ball over, and Little Chute gets it right back. So Marinette had that nice start to the second half, and it's kind of been wiped away.
Yeah, it's unraveling here in a span of about 15 seconds.
Petzel gets it. He's wide open. Puts it up, off glass, and in. That's 2 for Petzel and 2 for Marinette. He's got 14. Marinette is down 9, 39-30. Gloudmans kicks it out for a 3 from Knutson, and he drains it wide open. Nobody anywhere near. Petzel comes right back, rises up, puts it up, no good, rims out. Rebound goes to Miller, and he brings it up. To the right side to Devin Plate, thought about the 3, did not take it. They throw it to Stevens on the left side, and he takes a 3, the 6'5" player. Keenan Stevens takes it, no good. Connor Nelson with the rebound, and here comes Marinette, down 12. They need to start cutting into this lead here. Went to the right side to Nate Paris, to Wallaway into the paint, kicks it out to Paris, thought about the 3, didn't take it, gives it to Went, drives, and on the drive we have a foul against Keenan Stevens. The first foul against the Mustangs. Marinette to inbound. They trail 42-30 with 15 minutes, 27 seconds left in this game.
Marinette had it down to 8, didn't they?
They sure did. They did.
It's only 12, but you can't be trading hoops.
Not at all. Not with 15 minutes left. It goes fast. Petzel has the ball on the right side. Looks to make a move. He spins. The ball goes out of bounds. Marinette will keep it.
Nice hands by the Mustangs there to knock it out of Jake's hands, but Marinette will retain it, as you mentioned.
Garrett Wallaway to inbound. He does a lot of that. They really trust him on those inbound plays.
Now, Garrett's a heady ball player.
Sure is. He gets it in to Jordan Wendt. Wendt looks for his fellow freshman. He gets it to Petzel, rises up, puts it up. Not in, but he's fouled. And he'll shoot 2 with 15 minutes. 11 seconds left in this game. Marinette trails by 12. Right now is where they need to make their run.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time here, 15-11, but like I said before, you don't want to be
You don't want to wait too long, yeah. So Petzel is at the free throw line. He's got 14 points and 5 rebounds tonight. He lets it go, and it's in. That gives him 15.
Look good on that stroke there, too.
That's always a good sign, right, with shooters like him. Even the free throws, you can tell if they're feeling good with their shot. He awaits the second free throw. Lets it go. No good. I guess I jinxed him. I need to be quiet. Well, I can't be too quiet, but Little Chute has the ball. Glaudmans kicks it out to Miller for a wide open 3, and he drains it. I'm not sure how he got that wide open. He was on the left side.
Yeah, he shouldn't be a secret anymore.
Not anymore. Marinette now trails by 14. Connor Nelson on the right side. Gets it to Walloway, to Paris. Over to Wendt. Wendt into the paint. Gives it to Nelson. Nelson drives to the hoop, loses the handle, and here comes Huss all the way up, and he puts it in. Sawyer Huss takes it the distance, and all of a sudden it's a 16-point lead for the Mustangs. Walloway bringing it up. Gets it to Nelson on the left side, down low to Wendt. Wendt looks to make a move, and he does, goes right, puts it up, no good. Rebounded by Noah Knutson, and here comes Little Chute. They have the ball and the lead. Miller takes a deep 3, no good, a very quick 3. Connor Nelson got the rebound, and he brings it up. Petzel rises up and puts it in from about 8 feet away. Boy, when he rises up and puts his arms up like that, it'd be hard to block that. Timeout on the floor. We're going to take one as well and be right back on Sports Radio 570.
Bayside Motorsports and Cycle is your full-line service destination, servicing most makes and models of ATVs and motorcycles, from a simple tune-up and oil change to major engine overhauls. Their expanded service department will have you back on your machine fast. Bayside Motorsports and Cycle also specializes in motorcycle and ATV performance work to keep you a step above your competition. Ask about their service specials. Bayside Motorsports and Cycle in Green Bay or at BaysideMotorsports.com.
Where can you go to get a bite to eat before or after the game? Dexter's. Dexter's in Menominee has enough seating for the whole team and a menu to fit everyone's taste and appetite. Or call ahead and take your order to go. Dexter's looks forward to seeing you this year. Good luck to all M&M Sports participants. Dexter's, located on 10th Avenue in Menominee. Check out their menu online at dextersrestaurantonline.com and like us on Facebook.
Welcome back to Marinette High School, where the Marines find themselves down with 13 minutes, 46 seconds left in the game, 47-33.
Marinette trailed by a dozen at halftime, and despite the fact they're shooting 67%, 4 out of 6 here in this second half so far, they still lost a couple of points. That's because Little Chute is hitting from beyond the arc.
That's
They
right.
made a couple of triples, and it's been the difference.
Little Chute has the ball. They inbound. Glaudmans has it on the right side. He throws it to Plate, top of the key, guarded there by Matt Wagner. Down low they go. Off glass, no good. But Huss gets his own rebound. It goes out of bounds, but it's off of Marinette. The Mustangs will keep it. Glaudmans gets it into Miller. Back to Glaudmans, down low. They get it up to Huss, blocked by Wendt. The ball goes out of bounds, off of Little Chute. Marinette will take over with 13 minutes, 25 seconds left in the game. They trail by 14. Connor Nelson is bringing it up. Throws it to the right side to Jordan Wendt. Over to Wagner, who takes a 3. Down! That's 3 for Marinette. That's what we want. We need him to get hot.
Yeah, quick release, catch and shoot by the freshman, Matt Wagner.
And that was off a screen. He got the ball and didn't even look. He just turned and shot it.
Maybe that's a spark the Marines need.
Let's hope so. They're down 11 right now with 13 minutes, 4 seconds left in the game. Gloudmans looks to throw it in. He gets it in the plate. Down low they go. They kick it out to Miller. He's open again, and it's in. Not sure how he's getting so open on all these shots.
Yeah, he was just planted at the top of the key. They got it to him, and he had all day to think about it, and he drained it, and now a steal.
The steal. Gloudmans up, and Gloudmans puts it in. He's got 14, and they lead by 16 now. 52-36. 12 minutes, 31 seconds left in the game. Jordan Wendt down low. We have a push against Little Chute. That'll be their third team foul. The foul goes against Sawyer Huss. His first. Connor Nelson inbound. He gets it into Noah Miller. Miller looks to go low to Petzel. He does. He turns into the baseline and puts it off glass and in between two defenders. That gives him 19 points tonight now. Gloudmans has it. He goes to the hoop, up, no good. Fight for the rebound. We have a foul called. I believe it's against Little Chute, and it is. Marinette gets the ball right back. They trail by 14.
Getting back to that last move on the other end here by Petzel.
How about that, huh?
Knifing his way through a couple of Little Chute Mustangs and having the body control to get it in off the window. Wow.
I'm not sure where he finds space to do that. He has it down low again, puts it up, no good. Wendt tries to go after it. Goes out of bounds off of Wendt. So the Mustangs take over.
The Marines just can't get any kind of a run going.
They can't. Not at all right now. 11 minutes, 47 seconds left in the game. Plate wide open for three. No good. Fight for the rebound. Petzel has it. Length of the court pass to Wagner. Up. And no good. It rims out. But we do have a foul. Who did they call it on? They call it against Little Chute, non-shooting. That's their fifth team foul, and that goes against Huss as well. Actually, they change it, and they call it against Gloudmans. That's his third. Team's fifth. They get it in. Wendt has it. He gets it to Petzel. Turnaround jumper, no good. Here come the Mustangs. Miller has it. Throws it to the right side to Gloudmans. Gloudmans into the paint, rises up at the free throw line, shoots it, no good. Jordan Wendt with the rebound, his sixth. Petzel bounce passes it to Wagner, over to Wendt. Wendt thought about the three, instead he goes down low, off glass, no good. Just missed it. Rebound by Knutson. Gloudmans gets it right back to Knutson on the left side, three-point line, over to Plate now. They reverse it to the right side. Huss back to Plate at the three-point line on the right side. Miller looks to go to the hole. He does. Off glass, no good. Wendt gets the rebound. Here comes Matt Wagner. He gets it up to Nelson on the left side. And they get it to Petzel at the top of the key. And Petzel looks over the defense. Throws it to the right side to Jordan Wendt. To Wagner, straightaway three, good. That's three for Wagner and three for Marinette, and he pounds his chest trying to get his teammates going.
Yeah, Wagner 2 for 2 in this half since coming off the bench with a couple of triples and providing a bit of a spark here.
Marinette down 11 with 10 minutes left in this game. Plate has it for the Mustangs. They call a foul against Matt Wagner. That's Marinette's second team foul.
Yeah, if Marinette's going to mount a comeback here, though, it's going to have to start on this end right here on the defensive end.
It really does. Gloudmans gets it into Miller. Another foul against Marinette over the back against Noah Miller of the Marines. That's their second team foul, or third, sorry.
And two quick ones.
I think the key is going to be guarding that three-point line. That's really been killing them tonight.
Yeah, that's been the difference in this ball game, really.
Yeah, they haven't really done much down low. Earlier in the game, they were getting some on the cuts, but not recently, though. They look to inbound. They get it in, top of the key. Miller has it. Over to Knutson. Noah Knutson to the hole. Loses the ball, gets it right back. Comes out, takes a 12-footer, no good. Can Marinette get the rebound? They cannot. Gloudmans gets the rebound and puts it in. Little Chute, 54. Marinette, 41 now. Nate Paris has it. He gets it to Wendt. Wendt into the paint, turn around, 6-footer, and in. Boy, he's got some moves. He can really play post up.
Yeah, and as a freshman too, that's what you gotta remember too.
Right, exactly. 54-43, the Mustangs lead. Marinette needs a stop. Miller has it for the Mustangs. He throws it to the left side. Down low they go to Gloudmans. Back to Knutson for three, and he drains it. Knutson, he has 9 points, all on three-pointers.
Yeah, we said it just a few moments ago. That's been the difference in this ball game. The Mustangs hitting those triples.
Petzel takes a three himself, drains it. That's three for JP and three for Marinette. He's got 22. It's still at 11 points. Marinette trying to get inside 10 points now. Up top go the Mustangs to Gloudmans. Throws it to the right side to Knutson. He takes the shot just inside the three-point line. No good. Jordan Wendt goes high for that rebound, and he's fouled.
Excellent box out there by Jordan Wendt, and going up strong to grab that carom and really establish himself down low and then draw the foul.
Marinette has a chance to get underneath that 10-point mark there.
Yeah, here's a chance to get a little bit of a run.
Petzel has it. He finds Wagner on the right side. Down low he goes to Jordan Wendt. Wendt out to Petzel for three. No good. He just missed it. Hit the front iron. Rebounded by Sawyer Huss. Miller wide open again, Kit. He misses this time. That kid, he is good at finding space, isn't he?
Yeah, he certainly is.
Petzel into the paint, puts it up. No good. He had a good look. Rebounded by Miller. 7 minutes, 42 seconds left in the game. Marinette trails by 11. Miller to the hole, left-handed, no good. Fight for the rebound. Who gets it? The Mustangs get it. To the right side. Gloudmans pulls up, takes a shot, no good. Jordan Wendt with his ninth rebound. Timeout on the floor by the Marines. I think that's a good timeout because they've been stuck here at 11 points down, and the last three possessions, I think, they've had really good looks. They just need to calm down a second because they had two really good looks on the last two possessions.
Yeah, he had Jake Petzel missed a three, and that was just about there, just off the front of the iron, and then he had a pretty good look at a two, a shot that he, in his very young career, that he certainly. The mid-range jumper he can knock him down, but like we said before, the Marines just can't get a run going. They've had two opportunities to get it down into single digits, and they're going to have another opportunity here after this timeout. Just get the feeling that they can get it down to maybe 9 or 8 once again. Man, maybe Little Chute will start maybe pressing a little bit because they're a young team too. They're on the road and their first game in the Northeastern Conference, so maybe tighten things up a little bit.
That's right. Marinette has the ball. James Jagelski into the game. Jordan Wendt on the right side. Down low to Petzel. Off glass. He does not get it to go, but Marinette gets it right back. Wendt out to Petzel. Takes the three. In. That's three for JP. Jake Petzel, and three for Marinette. And they're down 8 now. He's got 25.
And that was off of an offensive board by Jordan Wendt.
That's his 10th. Need a stop here. Little Chute with the ball. Almost a steal by Jagelski. The ball's on the ground. Possession arrow goes to Little Chute.
Well, Excellent hustle by Juice, James Degelski, and the big thing is now the next tie-up will be Marinette's ball. So those are very important.
Sure is.
And the coach, Mickey Martin for the Mustangs, I think he was wanting a foul on James Jagelski in the ear of one of the Zebras.
They get it in. Little Chute has the ball. Knutson took a step to the left, and they say that Paris fouled him. I believe that's who they're calling it on. It is. That's his second. Team's fourth.
And by the way, hey, in the single digits now.
I know. I like it. It's at 8. We need some defense right now. The crowd wants some defense. Knutson has the ball. He gets it to Huss. Huss to the left side. To Glaudmans. Back to Miller on the right side. Plate takes the shot just inside the three-point line. No good. Fight for the rebound. Who are they giving it to? They say Little Chute. They say it goes off of Marinette. That was a good chance there to get that rebound.
Yeah, there was a battle there, and Plate kind of forced one up, but Little Chute keeps possession here.
They haven't had as good looks this half as they did in the first half. Glaudmans gets it into Miller. To Knutson, right side three-point line. He dribbles to his left and gets it to Glaudmans. 6 minutes left in this game. Marinette needs a stop to keep this run going. Here's the shot. Three-point shot from the right side. No good. Nathan Paris with the rebound. That's what they needed. Here comes Jagelski to Paris, right side. Down low to Wendt. He's double-teamed. Back to Paris. He loses the handle. The ball goes out of bounds. Off of Little Chute. Marinette catches a break, gets it right back. Nice play. They had the right idea there.
Exactly. I was thinking even if they would have had the tie up there, Marinette has possession, but even better, Marinette has it as the Mustangs lost it out of bounds.
I like the movement to the hoop by Paris. It was a good idea. A little give and go. Wendt gets it on the inbounds to Wagner, who takes a three. Good! What a shot! How about that, kid?
He is 3 for 3 in this half from beyond the arc, and he's been really the spark in the second half. With his comeback, it's down to a 5-point deficit now.
I'm going to tell you right now, those are not wide open three-point shots either. He's getting those off of screens with someone on him and rising up and taking them. And he is fired up, and so is this crowd. Marinette only down 5. Plate has it. Into the paint, stolen. Petzel and Wendt. 2-on-1. Here comes Petzel down the left side. Fakes the pass. Off glass, no good. They had a shot there. Glaudmans gets the rebound. 5 minutes left in this game. Marinette down 5. 5's everywhere right now. Plate takes a three. No good. Wendt with another rebound, his 11th. Seems like Plate is really forcing things right now.
Yeah, without a doubt.
Petzel has the ball, throws it to the left side to Paris. He throws it to the top of the key to Juice. Down low to Petzel, rises up, off glass, just can't get it. It just rolled off the rim. He likes to use that glass. Here comes Glaudmans. Oh, he kicks it out to Miller, wide open. No good. Somehow he missed that one. That was his most wide open shot. All the way up court. Wagner's wide open. He puts it in. And Matt Wagner is fired up, as is everybody in this gym.
Excellent recognition by the Marines. And once again, Matt Wagner has been the spark off the bench.
How about that?
11 points here in the second half.
11 points for number 11, and he is fired up, jumping around, pointing to his teammates, getting them all fired up. Marinette's only down 3 with 4 minutes, 13 seconds left in this game. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by North Motorsports, the area's only full-line dealer of Honda, Can-Am, Ski-Doo, Sea-Doo, and Snapper outdoor products. From their friendly sales staff to their certified service technicians, they've got you covered. Visit North Motorsports at 3711 10th Street in Menominee, or give them a call at 906-863-5592. Also, Kane Chevrolet, driving the game to you, is the #1 truck destination north of Green Bay. Kane Chevrolet, Buick, GMC, O'Connell, and right here in Marinette.
We talked about somebody stepping up besides Petzel and Wendt offensively for the Marines, as they had 22 of the 24 points in the first half. That somebody here in the second half has been Matt Wagner with 11 here in the second half, and listen to the crowd across the way.
Nice to hear, right? The crowd is getting really loud. They need a defensive stop, and Marinette gets a steal. Connor Nelson. Jordan Went gets the pass from Nelson. He gets it to Petzel. Back to Juice. James, he's done a good job directing this offense since he's come in. Oh, I need to be quiet. He throws a turnover on that pass. 3 minutes, 45 seconds left. They get it back. A three, Knutson from the left side, and it's in. It's now 60-54, Little Chute. 3 minutes, 34 seconds left in this game.
A lot of time.
A lot of time. Wagner for three. Does not get it to go. Fights for the rebound. It goes off of Little Chute, out of bounds. Marinette keeps the ball. I think one of the defenders got a hand on that shot from Wagner. It was very well guarded. Connor Nelson to inbound for the Marines. He gets it in to James Jagelski. Top of the key, three-point line. Throws it to Jordan Went at the three-point line. Connor Nelson has it to Petzel, takes a three. Rims out. It hit the front, went up high, and did not go in. Rebounded there by Huss, and here come the Mustangs. They have the ball and the lead by 6. Down low they go, wide open. Plate puts it up, puts it in, and he's fouled. Nice backdoor cut by Devin Plate. And he has a chance for three at the free throw line.
Yeah, the Marines had it down to 3 just moments ago, and now Little Chute with a couple of good answers here on some back-to-back possessions, and the Marines will bring in Garrett Wallaway for James Jagelski. You mentioned Jagelski did a fine job while he was
in there. He sure did. Devin Plate at the free throw line. He eyes it up, lets it go, and it's good. It's now a 9-point game, just like that. Plenty of time though, 3 minutes left in this game. Petzel with the ball. Goes to the hoop, he double teamed and he's fouled on his way to the hoop. And he'll shoot two.
Would have been nice if that would have dropped.
Sure would have.
That would have negated the 3 they just got, the old-fashioned way.
He sure is good at going against those double teams. He knows how to find those little cracks where he can get himself open.
You know, what's so impressive too is that, I mean, we got to keep reminding ourselves that we're watching a freshman here, and both him and, well, actually, him, Went, and Wagner.
That's right. First free throw is no good.
You mentioned their struggles at Peshtigo the other night at the line. Tonight, just 3 out of 9 for Marinette at the charity stripe.
Yeah, that's hard to come back from. Second one is good. That gives Jake Petzel 26 points tonight to go along with 5 rebounds. Marinette down 8. The Mustangs have the ball. Miller at the top of the key. He gets it to Knutson.
We'll see if they try to take some air out of the ball now.
There's a bad pass by the Mustangs. It goes out of bounds. Marinette gets the ball right back.
That may have been their intention as far as taking the air out of the ball, but just a bad pass.
Right, exactly right. Petzel has the ball. He brings it up behind his back to Went. Fakes the 3. Oh, they say he traveled. Turnover Marinette, and the Mustangs get the ball right back. Marinette puts on some pressure. Miller has the ball. He throws it to Gloudmans on the right side. Gloudmans into the paint and pulls it back out. They want to run some clock. And Marinette has a foul. That'll be against Jake Petzel. Team 6th.
It's getting close to the chase and foul mode, but not quite. We're at the 2:07 mark, down by 8.
Gloudmans looks to inbounds. He does. Plate takes the shot, and it's good. He's come up big here. He's got 10. Marinette's down 10. They're going to have to take quick shots. Petzel right back, no good. He took that one from 10. Couldn't get it to drop. Connor Nelson with a quick foul against Gloudmans. And he will step to the charity stripe for a one-on-one.
Well, it was 57-54 just a short time ago, and all of a sudden an 8-1 run for the Mustangs. They're getting close to putting this thing away. There's still a little bit of time, but that window is closing fast.
Gloudman's at the free throw line. First free throw is up, and it's good. That gives him 17 points tonight. He eyes up the second free throw. And it's good. Little Chute now leads 67-55. Garrett Walloway brings it up. He gets it to Wendt. Wagner, three-pointer, straight on. No good. Fight for the rebound. Little Chute has it. Gloudman has the ball almost stolen, but they call a foul. And he will go back to the free throw line. With 1 minute, 34 seconds left in the game, Marinette trails 67-55. That's the 8th team foul against Marinette. So Gloudman's at the free throw line.
After interview with Connor Nelson, talking about bringing some of his football skills to the basketball court, it could be pretty evident in that last play there. Huh?
Exactly right.
Yeah, gotta like that though. Gotta have that blue collar tight.
You do. Free throws up, no good. Jake Petzel with the rebound. He gets it to Nate Paris. And here come the Marines. Back to Petzel. To Wagner, into the paint, to the hoop. Puts it up, off glass. It does not go in. Just can't get it to go down here in these last couple minutes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I mean, how many...
They've had good looks.
How many shots have just been kind of just hanging on where the ball's just hanging on the rim, and just can't get them to go.
So to the free throw line for the Mustangs is Noah Knutson. He's been dangerous tonight, 4 3-pointers. Free throws up and good. That gives him 13 points tonight to go along with 4 rebounds.
And they've shot very well at the free throw line. Little Chute 9 out of 14.
Second free throw's up, no good. Fight for the rebound. It goes out of bounds, and it goes to Marinette.
Well, are they going to change it here?
It looks like it. The referees are discussing it, and they say it went off of Marinette, so Little Chute will keep the ball. With 1 minute, 16 seconds left in the game. A quick foul by Garrett Walloway. I think coach is going to tell him to stop the fouling I see out there. That might be the last one. Calling off the dogs, as they say. Devin Plate puts up the first free throw. It's no good.
Yeah, double bonus now.
He awaits the second. Little Chute leads 68-55. The free throw's up, no good. Jordan Wendt with his 12th rebound. Petzel comes up, takes a long three, drains it. Just past the big block M is where he made that one from. Marinette fouls. They are going to keep fouling. Knutson goes to the free throw line. Marinette's down 10. I suppose 10 isn't with a minute left if they don't hit their free throws.
Yeah, hey.
You might as well keep trying, right?
Keep the pressure on.
Because I saw Nick, Coach Seminis, say not to, but maybe that 3 changed his mind.
Yeah, it's a 4-possession game. But like you said, you foul them if they miss their free throws.
Then you're in good shape,
yeah. It's possible.
But he doesn't. He hits the first one. He's got 14.
Hey, there was a miracle finish last night, may have heard about.
That really happened? I thought that was a nightmare. He makes the second free throw, and here comes Petzel, takes another long three. This time it does not go. Devin Plate with the rebound. And Plate brings it up. He gets it to Knutson, over to Gloudmans. There's 45 seconds left in this game. Plate has it. Marinette playing hard defense, but not fouling. Gloudmans kicks it out to Miller. 35 seconds left. Knutson. Back to Gloudmans on the right side. Just running the clock. It's at 25 seconds. Harris gets bumped over. No call. Knutson has it. Bounce pass to Miller. Miller just pulls it out. Stolen by Marinette. Fight for the ball. The Marines have it. Wagner up and in. Matt Wagner with 13. It's 70-60. Little Chute with 5 seconds left. And that is not how the game's going to end. Marinette takes one more foul with 2 seconds left. Is there a 10-point shot? 2 seconds left.
Only on MTV.
Yeah, exactly right. We should put, when we're down, we'll put those circles out there.
Yeah. I'm not sure why the foul was committed here, but
maybe just accidentally.
Yeah.
Sawyer Huss misses the first free throw. Little Chute leads 70-60.
And it was 57-54, and then the Mustangs went on that big run.
And he misses the second free throw. 2 seconds left. Marinette will inbound. They do. And that is how this game will end. Marinette falls tonight to Little Chute 70-60. Kit and I will tally up some stats and be right back on Sports Radio 570.
Find your next truck at Kane, the #1 truck destination north of Green Bay for 2015. From the most dependable full-size pickups on the road, Kane delivers Silverado. Or the most advanced pickup ever, Kane delivers Sierra. Right now, visit Kane in Marinette or O'Connell to enter the Chevrolet Packers Ultimate Fan Sweepstakes. Win a 2016 Chevrolet and other great prizes. Over 300 quality vehicles at KaneGM.com, O'Connell, and Marinette.
Hi, this is Paul, CEO of the Menominee County Federal Credit Union. We're proud to sponsor high school sports on Bay Cities Radio, and we encourage all of you to support high school athletics as well. We know there's no better way for our young people to learn the lessons of life than by competing in sports. The Menominee County Federal Credit Union, where you dream the dream, will help make it come true, with locations in Powers, Kearney, Stevenson, and Menominee. Persons living or working in Marinette and Menominee counties are eligible for membership.
Prestige Auto Body and Truck Repair has over 25 years of experience to make your repairs fast, easy, and worry-free. With around-the-clock towing, electronic estimating, early drop-off, pickup, delivery, and the comfort of knowing Prestige Auto Body and Truck Repair is an I-CAR Gold Class shop, one of only 25 in the state, located on the corner of Highway 64 and 180 in Marinette. Call 715-732-4544. That's 715-732-4544 to get your estimate today. Prestige Auto Body and Truck Repair. They take the worry out of your collision repair.
Peshtigo National Bank, your locally owned independent community bank, supports all local high school sports. Since opening in 1901, they've grown to 5 locations in Peshtigo, Coleman, Oconto Falls, Gillett, and Marinette. Hometown banking with your neighbors and friends, Peshtigo National Bank has proudly served the community for over 100 years. Locally owned community banks support and help fund local projects. Keep your banking local and speak with a representative today. Good luck to all area high school teams from Peshtigo National Bank, member FDIC.
Go west on 180 at the holiday to save on cars and trucks every day. You're sure to save a bundle when you take that drive west on 180 to the riverside. You get to the roundabout, make sure you yield. Don't go straight cause it's all cornfields. Just turn left when you see that sign. Come on in to Riverside. We'll find what you're looking for. Just show up at our front door. Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram trucks. No overhead seats, you big bucks. Come take a ride if you dare. Out with the cows in the country air. You save big money on your next ride. When you see your friends at Riverside. From the west, take 64 until you get to our front door in Marinette. You're sure to save a bundle when you take that drive. One way or another, get to Riverside. One way or another, get to Riverside.
Get the mobile app that lets you control debit card usage and spending on the go. PCM Credit Union and the new Card Valet app help you monitor spending, protect against fraud, and allow you to see balances and transactions right from your mobile device. You can turn your card on or off when you want. It's your card on your terms. Get started today. Experience all that PCM Credit Union membership has to offer. Visit online at pcmcu.org today. Membership eligibility required. Member NCUA. Equal housing opportunity.
Welcome back to Marinette High School, where the Marines fall tonight to Little Chute, 70-60. We'll go through some stats right now.
For the victorious Little Chute Mustangs, Devin Plate had 10 points and 4 rebounds. Parker Gloudmans had 17 points and 3 rebounds. Chase Jansen, 3 points, 1 rebound. Noah Miller led the way with 20 points and 3 rebounds. Sawyer Huss had 4 points and 4 rebounds. And Noah Knutson had 15 points and 4 rebounds. For the Marinette Marines, Connor Nelson had 2 points and 2 rebounds. Jordan Wendt had 16 points and 12 rebounds. Matt Wagner had 13 points. And Jake Petzel led the way with 29 points and 6 rebounds. And right now, I'll send it over to my partner for some stats.
Okay, thanks a lot, Eric. And one thing, just looking at the stats, one thing kind of interesting, both teams made the same number of field goals tonight, but still a 10-point victory for Little Chute. 2 reasons. One, better three-point shooting, and also they were up 7 at the free throw line as well. Marinette as a team tonight, unofficially, 16 out of 39 from twos. Very even, 8 for 19 in the first half, 8 for 20 in the second half. Marinette picked up its game from beyond the arc, thanks in large part to Matt Wagner in the second half from beyond the arc. He had 3 triples, and Marinette 6 out of 11 in the second half from beyond the arc. For the game, 8 out of 20 from beyond the arc, so 24 out of 59 for the Marines overall, and 4 out of 10 at the free throw line. Little Chute, meanwhile, 13 out of 27 from twos, and there were 11 out of 30 from beyond the arc. So they had 3 more triples than Marinette, and Little Chute overall 24 out of 57, a slightly better field goal percentage than Marinette, and they were 11 out of 20 at the free throw line, so up +7 at the charity stripe for the Mustangs here tonight. Rebounding pretty even overall. Marinette 26 defensive boards unofficially, only 2 offensive boards. And you mentioned Wendt had 12 boards?
Yep.
And Marinette, so 28 total. And for Little Chute, 30 defensive boards and 5 on the offensive glass, so 35 total. So the Mustangs were up 7 on the boards. And turnovers, pretty even, 11 for the Marines unofficially, 9 for Little Chute. So really, in a nutshell, I guess the difference in this ball game here tonight was the 3-point shooting. And what did Miller end up with, you mentioned?
Miller, he had 20 points.
Yeah, 20 points, and especially in the first half, boy, he was getting some wide open looks.
He sure was, yeah.
And he's got a quick release, but nonetheless, he was getting somehow, even after he knocked down a couple of early shots, he was still getting open.
And I think you mentioned it earlier, like during the game, that when Little Chute was getting cold, Marinette just could not string together 3 or 4 hoops in a row. It was 1 or 2 tops. It was never 3 or 4 trips down the court where they got buckets at the same time.
Yeah, well, look at it this way. It was Marinette finally got a little bit of a run. We mentioned the spark of freshman Matt Wagner, and they got it down to 3, 57-54. So from that point on, Marinette was outscored with 13-6 to close out the game in the final about maybe roughly 3 minutes or so.
Right. And with a young team like this, it's all about learning experiences, and you can. Those kids, I mean, you're going to have to be able to defend better on the cuts to the hoop. They've had trouble the last 2 weeks with that. So there's things that, they can work on, obviously, especially when you're such a young team. And the coaches will get back at it, and they'll start to work on things like that. And I think we'll wait a little bit here and have the coach come and join Kid. I'm sure he'll come up here in a couple seconds. I see you looking over there. So
He's marching his way up here right now as I glance over your shoulder. So
all right.
We'll hear from head coach Nick Seminis here on the postgame show here on Sports Radio 570. And Coach Seminis now joining us here on the postgame show. You look like you've been through a kind of a battle here tonight, Coach. And, your team battled back down early in this ball game. Little Chute kind of gradually pulled away, but you got to love the effort your team put forth. But, man, trying to climb that hole is so tough, huh?
Yeah, definitely. Again, we found ourselves down in a hole. Although I will say, and I just got done talking to the guys about it, I thought that the way we got down tonight was a lot different than the way we got down to Pesco. I thought that tonight they really shot well, and they hit some tough shots that we didn't really expect them to make as high a percentage as they did. I think they shot 6 of 12 or 6 of 13 in the first half from 3, and that wasn't something we really expected. And, as compared to Pesco, where we came out and it was kind of like a layup line for a while, I thought that our guys played much harder. And although we're not happy with getting up 70 points, there was improvement, but the guys got to understand that we got to keep growing every day, and we're not going to win these games until we, fix the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, and as far as that goes, how exactly would you go about doing that? I know that in that first half you mentioned they were shooting lights out for a while, the Mustangs were. And then they were making some pretty good cuts and getting some pretty good looks inside as well.
Yeah, I mean, that just came from our guys. Once they started making the shots, our guys were overcompensating on the shooters, and then the flex cut was killing us. And, some of our guys were not bumping underneath like they were supposed to, and that came with worrying about the outside shot because, I think 3 or 4 guys at least for them made threes. And when you got 3 or 4 people out on the floor who can make threes, it's very tough to guard any offense.
Right, on that, we've been talking about your freshman, the 3 on the Marines, but their freshman, Miller, he was very, very impressive. Yeah. Stepped back and hit a couple of threes, but he also showed a pretty wide array of offensive skills.
Yeah, he's a very good player. He wasn't actually someone we had penned in the starting lineup tonight because he hadn't started for them in the last 2 games we saw. And he came in and he's not scared. He's a very talented player. He's not going to be fun to deal with for the next few years.
Yeah, and that's probably one of the pitfalls of being in a new conference and also early in the season. That makes it doubly tough, and not only on you but any coaching staff just trying to scout the other team this early, huh?
Yeah, it's next to impossible. I mean, unless you can skip your own games to go down and watch theirs. But we were able to scout decently, but we weren't able to scout in person, and that's definitely something. You can use scouting in person to advantage to get a better feel for what's going to be like. But I knew Little Chute was going to be strong. I knew they were going to come out and play hard, and I knew they were going to go after us, and they did all those things. And it's a school full of competitors, and no matter what the sport is, Little Chute competes hard in everything they do, and if you don't bring it, you can. If we wouldn't have brought it and a few of our guys wouldn't have been shooting as well as they were, we would have, we could have been ugly.
And Coach, both Jake Petzel and Jordan went very strong games, and they combined for 22 of the 24 first half points, but then you kind of need somebody to step up, and you found that spark in another freshman, in Matt Wagner. And I know you mentioned early in the season about he being your best catch and shooter, and when he did that a few times tonight where coming around a screen, he's got a quick release and he doesn't need a whole lot of room to get that shot off.
Yeah, definitely not. I looked we put him in the first half. He didn't really contribute that much. I put him in the second half. We got some guys were getting winded, Garrett or someone, and I just look at him like, Matt, we need you to knock down some shots if we're going to get in this thing, and we're going to get back in this game, because if you don't, we can't rely on these, our 2 big guys. It's not going to be enough. And he knocked them, and, we had the game down to 3 with 4 minutes to go, and we had the ball, and we had all the momentum in the world. And, then we took some, what I would call some ill-advised shots, and, they made some big plays down in their offensive end, and they extended the lead right away again, and they took the momentum away from us.
I've got to ask you too about the post moves of Jordan Wendt. He looked awfully impressive when you posted him up down low. A wide array of shots. Whether he went to the left hand, I believe, once for a little baby hook, and boy, as a freshman, he's looking so impressive.
Oh yeah, I mean, he's someone who plays basketball year round though, and he loves this game, and it's actually funny because. Growing up, he didn't even really start playing basketball until much later than the rest of the boys, and his improvements year to year are literally I've never seen anything like it. How someone can get better from one year to the next, and ever since I can remember 6th grade, coaching him, I remember he couldn't even get in the game sometimes just on the regular traveling team because he was slow and awkward and didn't really come into his own yet. And now, to see where he is and how much better, he went from that to being an all-state player in 7th grade down at the state tournament for the 7th grade Division II thing that we go to. And, I hope that he's going to continue to go on the same path and just continue to get better.
Exactly. Also, I thought that some of your upperclassmen, of course, did a fine job tonight too. You always get a blue collar effort out of Connor Nelson, and I thought James Jagelski, when he came in, did a pretty solid job as well.
Yeah, I mean, that's what those guys are there for. Connor, Garrett, James, they're kind of our heart and soul of our team. We have these younger guys scoring all the points, but without those guys being leaders and showing everyone what it takes on the defensive end of the floor, we wouldn't we wouldn't be in games like this because they do so many little things that people don't see.
Okay, Coach, you've had 2 games in a week, and now you got Fox Valley Lutheran. I think you're off till next Thursday now. And I know you don't do a whole lot of scouting this time, so we won't even ask you about FPL right now. We'll wait till next week, okay?
Sure.
Thank you, Coach.
Good, thank you.
All right, see you next week. Again, the head coach for the Marinette Marines, Nick Seminis, joining us here in the postgame show here on Sports Radio 570. And the Marines fall to the Mustangs here tonight by 10 points. And
did I hear correctly did he say Jordan Wendt was awkward? Was he talking about somebody in 6th grade, 7th grade?
Basically,
is that who he was talking about?
Yeah.
Really?
Jordan,
wow.
Really, what the coach said was that Jordan really didn't start playing basketball till a little later.
Wow.
He was only a freshman, but he didn't start till maybe, about 4th, 5th, whatever it was, 6th grade. And he's just improved by leaps and bounds, which is got to put a smile on the faces of Marinette Marines fans.
Yeah, puts a smile on my face.
Yeah, he's only a freshman, and but Coach also made a great point at the end of the interview about the leaders have to be the upperclassmen, and they are. I mean, the likes of Connor Nelson and Garrett Walloway and
Jagelski,
yeah, James.
I think that's when they made their run, is when Jagelski came in too. That was right around that time when that run happened.
And also, of course, when Wagner started getting
those
threes
exactly
as well.
Right.
So, and keep in mind that Madison Semrau hasn't played yet either.
Right, exactly right. So that will do it from here with the final score. Marinette falling tonight to Little Chute, 70-60. The Marines' next game is on Thursday, December 10th, when they host Fox Valley Lutheran right here on Sports Radio 570. For my partner, Kit Donaldson, I'm Eric Bergstrom. Thank you so much for listening, and have a great weekend.
Marinette Marines High School sports broadcasts are brought to you by North Honda Motorsports, Bayshore Credit Union, Riverside Auto, Tri-City Physical Therapy, Menominee County Federal Credit Union, Prestige Auto Body, Peshtigo National Bank, Dexter's, Kane Chevrolet Buick GMC, Bayside Motorsports, and PCM Credit Union.